The United States government under Trump is now the White Citizens Council. The United States government under Donald Trump is no longer the United States government. It is a supersized version of something from the past, the White Citizens Council. And I'm going to dig into this and show you how the new structure of United States government works. But exactly what was the White Citizens Council? Well, I will read to you what it was. The White Citizen Councils were an associated network of white supremacist, segregationist organizations in the United States concentrated in the South and created as part of a white backlash against the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark Brown versus the Board of Education ruling. The first was formed on July 11, 1954. The name was changed to the Citizens Council of America in 1956, with about 60,000 members across the southern United States. The groups were founded primarily to oppose racial integration of public schools, the logical conclusion of the Brown versus Board of Education ruling. The councils also worked to oppose voter registration in the South, where most African Americans had been disenfranchised since the late 19th century, and integration of public facilities in general during the 1950s and 60s. Members employed tactics such as economic boycotts, unjustified termination of employment, propaganda, and outright violence. By the 1970s, the influence of the council had waned considerably due to the passage of federal civil rights legislation. The council's mailing lists and some of their board members found their way to the St. Louis-based Council of Conservative Citizens, founded in 1985. So, what we are talking about here with the White Citizens Council sounds eerily familiar to what's going on right now after the Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act, after all of the anti-DEI push from the President of the United States, Donald Trump, after the redistricting fever that hit in the South after the Voting Rights Act was gutted. We functionally have a United States government and state governments in the South that are white citizen councils. But this time, they're actually funded by the taxpayers, including the taxpayers that this national and statewide white citizen council organizations are trying to suppress and push back their rights. So let me get into it and show you how the government has been restructured around the White Citizen Council model. The Constitution is crossed out because it's an impediment to the achievement of the goals of this White Citizen Council focused federal government. All the other branches report to the executive, Donald Trump, in their goals of achieving white supremacy and getting closer back to segregation and Jim Crow. The same thing applies at the state level, and I use Texas as an example since they started the mid-decade redistricting with the goal of stripping minority population areas from choosing their own representation.